After a month or two of trying to reach through to Rubenbacher and being met with the same scene time and again, John decided a more drastic approach may be needed. Little changes the mind without a catalyst, he thought to himself. The Backer house was a day's travel away in a sleepy little town surrounded by beautifully forested hills. Entry was easy enough. The back door had seen better days. As he stepped through the threshold, a nervousness overtook him. He lit an oil lamp he had bought from the corner store back in Wilmot and ventured forth. From the report he read, the body was found in the basement. Searching the house, his thoughts wandered to the scenes of Reuben's
wife torn to shreds, her body still, organs spread about the floor.
He shook the images from his mind as he found the door to the basement. What was left of it? A third of what would have been a door was left barely hanging on its hinges. He was a practical man and studied the mind. He knew his fear responses were built for self-preservation. He knew that at a certain point the anxiety he was feeling was useful. He rubbed the back of his neck, breathed, and walked down the stairs. Bloodstains marked the floor. Even through all the built-up dust, dirt, and dim light, it was plain to see. Holding the lantern to the wall, he could see the strange marks encased in circles. What drives a person to play with such evil ideas, he contemplated. Not far from these designs was a desk, or maybe more aptly described as an altar. Reliquaries containing bones, strange objects that would easily hold significance in a fairy tale. Candles placed meticulously, laying all upon red velvet. In the center was a book with metal trimmings and no title. At first he thought it odd that the police hadn't collected any of these things. The altar looked untouched. The townsfolk must be superstitious, he thought to himself. This worked out well for John. He needed some clues, some insight into what happened. Now all he needed to find was a picture of Mrs. Backer. He picked up the book, freezing in place like he'd just been run through, his blood cold, his hands trembling hearing those words again. So, now,